Okay guys, today we're going to look at a video today by Into the Ether called Why Famous Artists Can't Sell Tickets Now. Let's check it out.
Make way, everyone. We have a new illness in town, and it's called blue dot fever.
Why are major artists suddenly canceling their tours? Some say they've caught blue dot fever, and well, I guess not everyone can be Taylor Swift. In case you haven't been following music news recently, there have been many tour cancellations. Zayn Malik canceled his entire tour, as did Meghan Trainor, while Dolly Parton pulled her full Vegas residency, the Pussycat Dolls canceled all but one of their North American dates, and Post Malone canceled his first 2 dates and delayed a number of others.
Before I move on, why do you think that all of these tours are being canceled right now? Take a wild guess in the comments below, and we'll figure it out very soon.
In some of these cases, the artists are citing medical reasons. 80-year-old Dolly Parton is dealing with chronic health issues, and Zayn Malik was reportedly hospitalized for an undisclosed illness in April. Meghan Trainor, meanwhile, said she bit off more than she could chew, and Post Malone said he's trying to finish his album. But the Pussycat Dolls were very honest about what is also going on here. Quote, after taking an honest look at the North American run, we've made the difficult and heartbreaking decision to cancel all but one of the dates. Translation, they couldn't sell tickets.
Wow. The irony of the Pussycat Dolls being the ones that are the most upfront and authentic with their answer. What kind of world do we live in right now? Generally, if you hear any statements put out by a musician or a band, generally they have a team of 20 working in PR developing some crazy excuse of why they have to cancel their entire European tour. I never thought I would see the day that top musicians would actually have trouble selling out venues and stadiums. This truly is a recession indicator. And what's kind of nuts is that it's multiple types of musicians.
Right, before he carries on, I think that the reason why they're finding it hard to sell tickets is we're in a recession. We've got people that want to spend their money elsewhere because these tickets are costing a fortune, believe me.
Across genres. It's not even just one type of artist. Pretty much anybody who's already scheduled and planned out a tour, none of them are selling tickets. Why aren't they selling tickets? Now that's the question.
Ticketnews.com explained, the pattern is becoming familiar. An artist announces a tour, sales sputter, seating charts turn into an ocean of blue dots, and then a personal reason emerges for pulling out. So why aren't people buying concert tickets? It's painfully obvious. The ticket prices.
Well, it couldn't have been any more obvious because
There you go. Well, I don't get any points for stating the obvious, but yeah, it's going to be ticket prices. They are an absolute fortune. People just can't afford it. I mean, imagine if you want to take your whole family out to go and see an artist. It's going to cost an absolute fortune. And people, it's not a necessity to go and watch the band. It's lovely. I mean, I've seen a couple of bands in my time, but it's not essential. Putting food on the table is essential. Let's carry on.
And planned out a tour, none of them are selling tickets. Why aren't they selling tickets? Now that's the question.
$200 for a ticket, that is extortion. I don't know how much that is in my money, which is pounds, probably about £120 or something like that. I really don't know. That is a lot of money though, $200. So for a family of 4, you're looking at $800. That is crazy. Crazy prices.
Than seeing Meghan Trainor and the Pussycat Dolls. Listen, I love music just as much as the next person, but the Pussycat Dolls, Meghan Trainor, and even Post Malone are not necessities in my life personally. When concert tickets are basically half or a third of your actual rent, you can't really justify spending 1 or 2 hours seeing your favorite artist from so far back in the bleachers that you end up just watching the whole concert on a big screen TV anyways. And the thing is, you would probably get a better view on your couch streaming Coachella on your TV at this point.
I feel like the reason all these artists are canceling their tours, Meghan Trainor, Post Malone, etc., it's not because their music sucks. People will watch anything. It's the same reason why movie theaters are dying. It's the same reason why no one's having any kids. It's the same reason why no one will ever have a house. And it's because no one has any fucking money.
Louder, please, for everybody in the back that paid probably $500 to sit in the back. Nobody has money. And if you do have money, would you spend it on going to a concert for about an hour or two to see a miniature version of your favorite artist? I definitely wouldn't. There are so many better ways to spend that amount of money in this current economy. I don't think anybody can reasonably actually justify spending that much at this point. Unless you don't care about your livelihood or you're naturally born with a trust fund and you have extremely rich parents or whatever. But other than that, to the average...
Exactly my point. Who is going to pay money for this? It's just too expensive, and I understand it. I'm going to come to the reason why I think the prices are going up in a couple of minutes. But let's listen to this man for a little bit longer.
get that? Why is there always some think piece about, oh, why doesn't Gen Z want to do this? Why is Gen Z killing this industry? People want to have lives, they just can't, because they don't have any fucking money. You think we want to live like this? You think we want to own nothing and all we have is maybe a little subscription here and there and eat like shit? No! That's all we can do! You just strangle us our whole lives, and you're like, why aren't you breathing? Why don't you want to breathe? What? You're doing this! You're charging more and more for everything, but you're not paying more! This whole country is just a couple greedy billionaires going, give me more! But it's not enough, because it'll never be enough!
Sorry, I had tears of joy coming out of my face, of joyful despair. Oh my god, I'm glad somebody's actually screaming it. That way I get to preserve my voice. I mean, the absolute irony. Every generation that comes up, there's going to be numerous news articles complaining about this current younger generation is killing off an industry. And it's like, how do you think we get the money in the first place? From you people that own the businesses and have all the money. So then how are we supposed to...
Well, that guy just then was going on about streaming services, and that's the reason why I think ticket prices are going up. I mean, back in the day, they had more, obviously they had more streams, you know, you had CDs, records, etc., singles. Whereas these days, it's when, obviously you had Napster, which was taking a lot of money away from people, because obviously that was free, people don't have to pay for that. But after that, you had the streaming services like your Spotify's, etc., come along, and the record company kind of sided with them because it's better than not having any money. But they get the artist for 1,000 streams gets so few, like $0.25 or a quarter of a cent or quarter of a penny, as we would have it in the UK. It's so that's what's really made them. And I think a lot of artists these days are now stuck to a 360. They call it a 360 model or contract, where they get the record company gets a cut of everything, a cut of the shirts being sold, cut of the concert being sold, streams, everything. So they get a cut of everything. I think in the old days it used to be like we would take a bit of money for the records, and you can keep like whatever else, some of the merchandise or whatever. But now they want a bit of everything because there is not as much money. I mean, of course you've got people like Taylor Swift making loads of money, of course, but most artists are not making very much money. I can promise you that now. Well, I'm going to leave that there, and yeah, my first ever video. So yeah, go and check out Into the Ether. As I say, it's why famous artists can't sell tickets now. I'm going to link it in the description. If you want to check out any of my music, it's Robert James and Derelict. I'll leave that in the description as well. Thank you very much, guys, and I hope to check you out again soon. Take care now. Bye.